Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for adult doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello Internet, my name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. Today we are going to be talking about some new things that are going to be coming out at the end of this year and in 2022. I know I've done a couple videos like this already, but it seems like every other day something new pops up that I want to talk about, and there's some things that people already know about that I wanted to give my opinions on. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Before we start talking about anything, I do want to mention that I'm gonna try to maybe limit my videos now to Mondays and Fridays and see how that goes. You may have noticed that I already started doing that this last week. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be able to stick to a Monday-Friday thing as long as I can find some things to make videos about. Let's get into the juicy details. So first, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on Barbie, but I mean there is so much stuff I really could bring up about Barbie. There's this blog that I found, has a lot of cool updates. I'll put a link in the description. You guys can check it out. They've been updating like every week with new stuff, but there were a couple of things I really wanted to touch on. Actually, before that, has anyone ever heard of Lancaster, Pennsylvania? It's Amish country, kind of in the middle of Pennsylvania. You may be wondering what that has to do with anything. It's actually because there is a restaurant there called Shady Maple that has a gigantic gift shop in the basement, and they have a toy section, and they actually had a couple of those fashion packs that I mentioned in my last video, even though they're not supposed to come out till like November, but I took a picture of a couple of barcodes, so I'll put them up here so that if you guys want to go hunting, you can, or if you happen to be able to visit Shady Maple. It's a great restaurant. It's a great gift shop. I didn't pick them up just because they did mark them up a little bit, being that they are gift shop, so they weren't the regular $4.99 that you would find at Target and Walmart. But you know, if you got the extra couple dollars to knock around, go for it. Now we can talk about regular stuff that hasn't come out yet. So in 2022, Barbie is going to be coming out with another car. And here's the thing, you know, Barbie has pretty standard cars usually, but this is straight up a ripoff of the LOL style car. You can see why right here. They've ripped off the transform part of it, where it changes from like a van into a dance floor. They also can make it into a little coupe. They have ripped off the fact that it can play music, because you can hook up your devices to it and make it make noise and stuff. The one thing that is different about this one is that it seems to be an RC car, so you can actually drive it with a little remote control, which is kind of a cool feature. You know, they haven't done that yet in any of the MGA cars, but otherwise it's basically the LOL car with a Barbie skin over it. And the thing is though, that rip-offs like this are a two-way street. No pun intended. You'll see what I mean later. The other thing that I wanted to look at with you guys is the folding house that is supposed to be coming out in November. This is really interesting to me because I used to have a folding house like this when I was younger. That was like the Barbie house that I had. I never had the traditional big dream house. Also, as somebody who doesn't have a lot of space to have a dollhouse, a folding house would be a really neat idea. There is no price for this just yet, but it is really cute. I do like that there's a lot of interesting features. There's a floating toilet on the wall. It comes with some furniture. There's a little sleeping area. And I just like that it's compact and you can put it away when you're done and it's not going to take up a lot of space. So seriously, would consider getting it. No guarantees. Next up is this other thing. This is kind of a random thing, but it's the fashion designer doll and studio. And all we have so far is just this one picture of the box and a description. But based on the description, it looks like it comes with a bunch of accessories, some fabric swatches, and some fashion pieces like shoes and jewelry and stuff, a couple of outfits, just to play like you're designing the outfit or Barbie is designing the outfit. Now, based on the box, it looks like the doll that's included is probably just going to be a standard 5 points of articulation, Millie face doll. But, you know, we're not really here for that. We're here for the fashion parts. And I'm really interested to see, because it says that you can take the fabric swatches and cut and sew them into designs. So it's a whole experience of playing fashion designer. I'm curious to see what the contents actually are. It also mentions a plug and play element, and I can't tell if that means there's gonna be like a game involved where you plug it into the TV and it brings up like a fashion studio on the TV. Again, we'll have to just wait and see. So far, it doesn't have a month, it just says 2022, no price attached to it, so it's really early stages of news, but something to keep your eye on. The next dolls I want to talk about are Mermaid High from Spin Master. This is not necessarily something really breaking or anything. Some people have already discussed Mermaid High and their thoughts on it, but they are coming out in October, so we're going to get to see them in person very soon, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Can I just ask, why does everything have to be high at the end? I'm sure I'm not the first person to bring this up, but really, ever since Monster High, everything has had to be a high school of some kind. High school for blank. Just come up with a different name. It doesn't have to be high. It doesn't have to... Ugh, whatever. Anyway, to the dolls themselves. So I will say that they look cute. I do appreciate that they come with multiple outfits. You got like a human outfit that they can wear, and the material tail, it looks really nice. They all have different styles. They all have really long hair. They do look cute. And their faces do have kind of like a fishy quality to them. They kind of remind me the sculpt of Cyrena Von Boo. I think that they do their job well. The thing is though, the price point is $26.99. And like, that's really steep when you think about what other dolls you can get at that same price, considering that these dolls only have like minimal articulation, like just elbows and knees besides the regular 5 points, and they don't have like inset eyes or rooted eyelashes or anything. They come with the same amount of outfits and accessories and have the same kind of face makeup, being a stamped face, as the Glow Up Girls, right? And the Glow Up Girls are only $19.99. I just feel like $26.99 is overreaching on the part of Spin Master. Maybe I'm judging too soon. Maybe we'll get them and they'll be like outstanding, but I'm not super convinced. So I probably will take a look at one of them. I definitely like Ciara. They all have mermaid fish puns for names. We'll see. I'm gonna have to wait till I have like a gift card or something. So now we're gonna move on to some MGA stuff. First of all, I saw these first pictures of the re-release of Bratz Rock Angelz. I never had Bratz Rock Angelz when I was younger, but I could tell right away from these couple of pictures that something looks weird about their faces. And I don't know if it's the angle or if that's really what they're gonna look like, because if you put them side by side with the original ones, their eyes look a little bit like too far apart and weird. I know they changed the face stamps a little bit on the re-releases of the original dolls, but not so drastically that they looked weird. Like, the Rock Angelz originally had more of a fierce look to them, whereas these ones look like they're a little more like the reboot versions. I don't know if it's because these are so early in production that they're a little funky, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But they are supposed to be coming out soon. There are links for Amazon listings for them. They're supposed to come out October 1st, but you know, knowing Amazon, they probably won't come out on October 1st. It'll probably be later than that. Moving away from Bratz, we have pictures of the 2-pack from the OMG Movie Magic series, which is Tough Dude and Pink Chick, and I'm like freaking out because they're so obviously Danny and Sandy from Grease, which is a really great movie. I wouldn't say it was necessarily one of my favorite movies, but I absolutely love the music. I have a lot of the songs on my iPod and I jam out to them in the car. So seeing this is like, I just love that they took all those references and put them in. I know they're gonna throw like a lot of really cool references probably into the box and everything and the accessories. I'm so excited to see more about them, and I'm just so glad that they chose to go with Grease as a classic movie to riff on for the 2-pack. They're going to be $44.99. They're coming out in October, and I have to say, this is the first out of the whole Movie Magic line that I'm actually like really excited for. Apparently both of them get 2 outfits each. Probably top of the list on the Movie Magic dolls for me. And now we come to something that really motivated me to make this video in the first place. Remember what I said about ripping things off? Say hi to Dream Ella. This is not something totally new that no one has known about up until this point, but things are only getting worse as we get more and more information about these dolls. This is MGA's version of Barbie, basically, and like, you know, she's like a carbon copy. And I mean, when I say copy, I mean like that meme where it's like, can I copy your homework? Okay, change it just so it doesn't look like the same thing. That is what Dream Ella is. Now, she's been a long time coming. We've heard about her little whispers here and there for a while, but until we started to see these pictures, we didn't know how bad it was really going to be. So let me just do a quick little comparison. A more realistic body and face style. Check. The basic 5 points of articulation. Check. Career dolls and fantasy dolls. Check. Cheaply made outfits with printed on details. Check. Comes with a pet. Check. I mean, they're even like, this right here, this is just color reveal. This is Barbie color reveal, but from MGA. Like, how can you get any more blatant with your copying? And I don't know if this is like revenge for when Mattel did my scene or something, but like, this is really pathetic, honestly. I understand MGA wanting to have a budget line. Most of their dolls are pretty pricey. Even things like Nana Not Surprise, Lala Loopsies now that they're coming back. But MGA became big and popular and successful because they did what Barbie wasn't doing. They went outside the box that Mattel had created for dolls and made Bratz, and it was new and different and cool. So why can't you make a budget doll line that follows that kind of formula of a more cartoony look or stylized body and face and everything, and just make it more simple? Like the OMG swim dolls. Those are gonna be cheaper. They don't come with the whole unboxing experience. They only wear a swimsuit, but they're still OMG dolls. You know, they went and took kind of what they had and changed it a little bit to make it a budget line. Why try to do what Barbie is doing? Why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And especially the color reveal thing, when so many people, like, color reveal is very popular, but MGA tries to target an adult audience clearly at the same time as the child audience. So adult collectors generally do not like color reveal. So why make something that you know the adult collectors are just gonna shit on, to be blunt? I mean, they're even doing it, they're not even doing like the ponytails or the rooted hair like the party series that I just did last time. They're doing the wigs! No one likes the wigs! I'm really interested to see what the packaging looks like, because if it comes in a tube, I mean, all bets are off as how far MGA will sink. Oh man, I just really needed to talk about that because I was just blown away when I saw pictures of the color reveal things. They're also doing unicorns, and they're supposed to have a castle playset at some point. Okay, moving on. Last thing I want to talk about is something that I really haven't ever taken interest in until I saw these pictures come up. This is Sindy, who many of you may know as the British version of Barbie, basically. She had a collector line come out recently, and now they're doing a play line. Unfortunately, it looks like it's only going to be in the UK for now, but looking at these dolls, I might want to get one secondhand on eBay from somebody in the UK. I mean, they look really great. Sindy has a very classic looking face, which I think is unique, and it looks like they are going to have tons of articulation. Wrists and ankles, knees, everything. Plus they have outfits that are versatile. As you can see on this ballerina one, you can take the tutu off, but it'll still be like a leotard. You can change it around to make it look different. The packaging is becoming a play set, and they come with accessories. They all have different hobbies and careers. I think they're really, really pretty, and I really do hope that they succeed and that maybe we can finally see a Sindy release over here on our side of the pond. Based on what I'm seeing in these pictures, you know, I would think it would be worth it to try to find one of these on eBay or something. And all of their clothes are made out of material, like notice the leg warmers that are made out of leg warmer material instead of like plastic. For those of you who are in the UK watching, hello. It doesn't have a definitive release date besides just fall of 2021, and the prices range from £20 to £35 depending on which doll you get. And I'd like to hear from anyone in the UK who has the collector Sindys, or maybe any older Sindys, what they think of her, because I've really never interacted with a Sindy doll before. Anyway guys, that is everything that I wanted to talk about today. Let me know what you guys think of some of the things that I mentioned. Let me know what things are gonna wind up on your wish list maybe for the holidays if you celebrate any of the winter holidays coming up, or just, you know, wish list in general, birthday, self-buying wish list, Amazon wish list, whatever. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you're interested, if you're new here. I am still working towards that goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are almost halfway there, guys. It's crazy. I've hit 400 and slightly surpassed it at this point, and it's just incredible to see the numbers just keep going up. I can't even believe it still. Thank you to every single one of you that watches all these videos, everyone that comments on every video. I really appreciate that. I love seeing the same names all the time, that it's like, oh, you guys are my little buddies. Check out my Instagram, link in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!